Everybody wants to live in a safe, cared for neighborhood with access to opportunity and jobs and safe, affordable housing. One of the biggest challenges neighborhoods face are the large number of vacant and abandoned buildings. The city of St. Louis has the third highest vacancy rate in the country. The vacant and abandoned buildings really affect the quality of life in the neighborhoods we serve. It's hard to be proud of your community when there's, a block filled with vacant and abandoned property.
Vacant properties add a level of unsettlement, and some residents are afraid. It works on your mind. When I walk in my dog and I walk past these vacant properties, my head is automatically going this way. And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my goodness, is somebody in there? Is something going to fall off the building?
When you have buildings that are falling down, bricks are falling off, when people are squatting in them and things of that nature, it feels like no one cares that this is happening to my place. No one cares that this is happening to my community.
The Neighborhood Advocacy Program was started in 2018 to provide free legal support to city neighborhood associations to address vacant and abandoned property. These vacant and abandoned buildings attract crime. They absorb a lot of taxpayer money for things like board up and grass cutting and demolition to make sure those properties are secure, so they're expensive problems. They also don't produce tax revenue. So if property is abandoned, that owner's not paying taxes. So those are things that fund essential city services like schools and bridges and libraries and all the things that make a city a great place to live. You can see the physical blight, but often what kind of underlies that is a legal blight. Today, most of those vacant and abandoned properties are not owned by the city. They're owned by private actors. And so the first step is really understanding who owns all of these vacant and abandoned properties, because if you want to get them put back into productive use, you're going to have a conversation with that owner. When the property is truly abandoned, that's when we have to file a lawsuit on that property on behalf of the neighborhood association to get control, secure the building, improve it, and then actually transfer title through a court-supervised process. It's such a complicated problem. There's not always a straightforward solution. It takes collaboration, it takes partnership, it takes people of different backgrounds and skills working together. Lawyers also have a role that they can play in this. Right now we have 5 law firms who have made multi-year commitments. We would like to expand that. It really is essential if we're going to make an impact to really try to hit some scale, because the problem in the city of St. Louis is so enormous, and we can't do that without the pro bono support. These neighborhoods care, and they spend their nights and their weekends in church basements and community centers making their neighborhoods better for the residents that live there.
It is very important to be involved in the community to promote change. We have to be involved with making the community better, because we're the only ones that can make it better.
It is a human right to be safe in your space, and I believe that we should all be fighting for those rights for one another.
If Legal Services of Eastern Missouri didn't exist, residents will rely on city resources that are stretched too thin to deal with the magnitude of problem that we have. Giving neighborhoods the tools to transform their own communities really inspires hope for a lot of the neighborhoods that we serve, that they can make a difference on their own, and we've got their back to do that.